I'm gonna sneeze. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today it is January the 1st, 2021. Hallelujah that 2020 has gone. I hope that you had a lovely Christmas and a really great new year, despite whatever your circumstances were. And I'm hoping that your 2021 is considerably better than what last year was. I had a mild panic attack this morning because my phone, if anyone has Widgetsmith on their apps to make it look funky, it still says 2020. January 1st, 2020. I was like, I can't do this year again, please. So I need to try and work that out because I am not doing last year all over again. I also thought it'd be nice to film in front of my Christmas tree just because she is coming down today. So I thought it'd be nice to just do one last video with her in before she's brought down and put back up in the loft until next year. So today it is a chance for new beginnings, new starts. I thought it'd be good to share some of my tips and tricks with you on getting yourself back in the game, back into being motivated for your weight loss or for whatever you may be doing. If you do enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. If you want to be notified for when I next upload, then hit the bell as well. I'm actually really excited to also announce over the last couple of months I have been creating a 6-week meal plan, which includes every single meal, obviously, a full shopping list which is broken down week by week. You get 2 trackers as well. It has a weekly one and a monthly one as well. So if you're into like tracking how much weight you lose week by week or how much you've lost every month, then you can use them to track your loss as well. If you do want to get these meal plans, I will leave the link for you in the description below. I'm so excited to be sharing this with you. But not only that, but I am going to be doing this plan as well. So, but not only am I going to be doing it, but I'm going to be vlogging it as well. So every single day for the next 6 weeks, starting from Monday the 4th of January, I'm going to be uploading a video every single day showing you what I'm eating, how I'm making it, etc. And then obviously I'm going to have my weekly weigh-ins, and I'm really going to be going on this journey alongside with you. So if you do want to join the journey with me, then just download the plan below. Don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram as well. I will pop a screenshot here and the link below in the description as well. I post everything that I eat on there on a daily basis and update my stories on a regular basis as well. So without further ado, we shall crack onto this video and hopefully you'll learn some good tips and tricks to help you get back on track with your weight loss, or if you're not getting back on track, getting motivated to start. So my first tip would be that you need to be in the right mindset for losing weight. So before you start your journey with losing weight, you need to make sure that your head is in the game, that you are in the zone, because if you're not in the zone, if your head's not in the right place, then you're going to end up falling off whatever you're doing and going back to square one, which I have done many a times. So a way to do this and a way to think about getting your head in the right mindset is to think about your why. Why are you doing this? What is making you want to lose weight? Like, what is making you want to start this journey? Even if it's just to say you just want to feel better in yourself, so you know that when you eat rubbish food, you're going to feel rubbish. So starting a new meal plan where you know you're going to feel great during and afterwards, it really motivates me to think, well, I'm going to stick to this because I feel really good in myself now, and I didn't before. I felt really bloated, I felt really just icky, I felt really fat. I know that's a horrible word to say about yourself, but that is what I felt. So before I started this journey, I was thinking about, right, I don't like the way I look in photos, I don't like the way I feel about myself, I constantly feel just rubbish, I feel like unfit. So that was my why, was because I wanted to feel so much better in myself. So working out your why and getting yourself into the right mindset is the first thing that you need to be doing before starting your journey. The next thing that I would highly recommend is meal planning. Meal plan. I cannot stress enough how much easier it is to follow a plan like Slimming World or Weight Watchers or whatever you may be doing. It is so much easier to follow if you know what you're eating for the week ahead. So I've done it before where I've tried to lose weight and I've tried to follow Slimming World without meal planning, and it just did not work for me. I was constantly unsure of how many sins I'd eaten, how many sins I had left for the day, whether I'd had my healthy B or have I got my healthy A left. it just didn't work for me. However, since I've started meal planning and making sure that I know exactly what I'm eating and when, it just makes it so much easier for me. When I wake up in the morning, I can just look at it and go, all right, yes, this is what I'm having for breakfast, this is what I'm having for lunch, and this is what I'm having for dinner, and I don't need to think about it for the rest of the day, and I don't need to worry about whether I'm within my sins because I've already planned for that. So I sit down after every weigh-in, I sit down and I create my meal plan for the next week along with the shopping list, so that I know that the week ahead is going to be successful and that I can't slip up because I know what I'm eating. And anything else that I do eat isn't a mistake, that was a choice. So if I have planned for the week, I know what I'm having for breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks, and then I still cheat, that was my conscious decision, and it is only me who is held accountable for that. And that also does bring me on to my next tip, which is your shopping list. So once you've done your meal plan, write out your shopping list, every ingredient that you're going to need, go shopping and only buy those things. I understand that if you've got other people in the house who aren't following the plan, then it can be harder, but if you buy those items, then you know that they're going to be in your cupboard or in your fridge ready to use for when you need them. You don't need to go off plan because I wanted to have a carbonara tonight but I haven't got the ingredients for it. I would highly recommend writing down your meal plan, so whatever you choose to do it, you could do it on your phone, on your computer. I usually choose to write mine out in a planner just so that it's visually in front of me. I got this one from Aldi, by the way, which you might have seen in my Aldi haul. If you haven't seen it, go watch it after this video. So even though I've got my 6-week meal plan, which you can get below on the website, I also write it out in here so that I know exactly what I'm having and I can just refer to this. So if you find it easier to write it down, then write it down. If you find it easier to do online, then do it online. Another thing to do whilst you're meal planning as well is if you are a snacker like me, then plan for snacks. So if you think that you would follow a meal plan fine but then would fall off the wagon by snacking in between meals, then plan for those snacks. Plan your meals so that you can have snacks in between them if you want to. If you are planning on exercising through your journey, which I'm not doing any hardcore exercise, I'm doing a bit of walking and more kind of gentle exercise alongside my food plan. But if you are going to do exercise, then planning that as well. So if you're a busy person who works like a 9 to 5, work shifts or whatever, then planning in your time to go and exercise is important as well, to make sure that you can fit it in, because again, you're more likely to do it if you've planned and then it's done and you're less likely to sort of go, oh, I might go for a run later, and then you come in, you're tired, you sit down, and that's when you never get back up. So planning for exercise is as important as planning your meals as well, in my opinion. My next tip would be to set yourself small, achievable goals. So if you eventually want to lose, say, 5 stone, then don't just make your one target 5 stone. Set yourself mini targets. So at the minute, my first mini target is to lose half a stone. So if I'm focusing on losing that half a stone, you've achieved something when you get there, and then you can start your next mini goal. It doesn't have to be weight-based either. It could also be something like, for my first mini target, I want to feel more comfortable in a certain top that you used to enjoy wearing. So if it's, say, for example, I mean, this top for me, I really enjoy this top. It's more of a top that I wouldn't probably wear out, but I don't mind wearing in the house. But one of my mini targets is to be able to wear this top outside and like not feel self-conscious in it. So, and setting those targets, which don't necessarily have to be related to weight, are also something that you can look forward to achieving and then feel really happy about once you've achieved them. My next top tip is to drink plenty of fluids. So I have a water bottle which stays with me all the time, that I never go anywhere without this. I don't even drink out of glasses anymore. I fill this up and I just drink out of this, even when I'm in the house. Because I know that there's just over a litre in here, I know that I should have 2 to 3 of these a day, and then once I've had them, I know that I've drank enough. So that for me makes it so much easier to track how much I'm drinking, and they're really cheap as well. You can get them from like the pound shop. This one I think was from Tesco's. I've got little bands on them for when I used to go to a boot camp here called Skinny Pigs. Still got them there, almost like little trophies. Drinking plenty of fluids will also keep you full. In between meals you feel like you're hungry. You're probably not, you're probably just thirsty. So try to drink some water or some no added sugar squash or something like that. So at the moment a lot of people are at home. So if you are at home and you're wanting to lose weight but you find it so much harder because you're just in the house all the time, setting yourself a routine and making sure that you're getting up up on a morning and setting times for when you want to eat your meals. So for mine, I like to make sure that I have breakfast before 9:30. I like to make sure I've had my lunch by 1 o'clock and my tea by 6 o'clock. So then I've got that routine in place to make sure that I get up at a decent time on the morning and that I'm eating regularly throughout the day. I sometimes find that if I eat all over the place, then I tend not to stick to plan because I get really hungry in between meals. If you are working, however, another tip is to meal prep. So having plenty of meals in the freezer ready to go is so important for if you want to try and stay on track. If I'm wanting to do a meal prep week, I'll usually batch cook, say 4 or 5 different types of meals, and I'll batch cook at least 2 or 3 meals within that type of meal, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So say for example, if I wanted some bolognese, I would make say 2 or 3 portions of that bolognese and stick that in the fridge, and I would do this with maybe 3 or 4 different types of food. I've then got 8 meals there which will last me a week's worth of evening meals. So then you can literally just get it out the freezer, either defrost it or stick it in the microwave, and you're good to go. My last and final tip for this video is just to be a little bit kinder to yourself. So if you do find that you slip up, then don't worry about it. Tomorrow is a new day, start afresh. But just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you have to have a bad week. You get this, man. And of course, just forgive yourself for having that little slip up and don't let it ruin your day, don't let it ruin your week. Just start afresh from the next day, just get back on plan as quickly as you can. But maybe just have a think about what made you go off plan and how you can prevent it in the future. So for example, if a takeaway is something that you're likely to slip up on, then have a look online, see what fakeaways you can make instead, because 9 times out of 10 there is definitely something that you can make which is essentially the same as a takeaway. So I quite often make Chinese fakeaways, so I'll have my chow mein, I'll have like chicken fried rice, I'll have spring rolls, and I'll still be on plan. So trying to have a fake away rather than a takeaway is something that I would definitely recommend. And that brings me to the end of my video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. If you do want to be notified when I upload next, then hit the bell as well. Like I said at the start, I will be starting daily vlogging of everything that I'm eating and my weigh-ins starting from Monday. Don't forget that if you do want to come along this journey with me, then you can get that plan in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.